Hello. Welcome to my abode. Now, some of you might be wondering why I don't have any plushies this time around, and that's because I always want to try something new and different, and by new and different, I mean put on a game that I like playing in the background while I yap to you about something that I want to talk about today. And the thing that I want to talk about today is one of my favorite movies of all time, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, I have a pretty interesting past with Mario movies. I'll tell you about the time when I accidentally found the 90s version while I was scrolling cable TV. Yes, I am that old. So I was scrolling through cable TV as a child, and I just so happened to scroll upon something called Super Mario Bros. And it was a movie. And I was like, Super Mario Bros. I love Super Mario Bros. Like, I love playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii on the Wii. So I just decided to put it on, and then a Goomba came on screen, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Now, some may say that movie isn't as bad as people say, but I actually rewatched that movie recently, and no, it really is as bad as people say. It is an atrocious movie. It looks ugly. The plot is so boring, and not to mention King Koopa sexually assaults Daisy, which is something that I never want to say ever again, but maybe I'll make a full video on this movie at some point. But today, I'm going to be talking about the good Super Mario Bros. Movie. And yes, I do mean it when I say that movie is, in fact, good. I'm not saying, like, it's the best or anything, I'm just saying that it is a good movie. Some people may say that it's mid, but I feel like that's doing the movie a bit of a disservice. Like, I still think that it is a pretty good movie. Back in June 2023, I believe it was, I watched it day one in theaters, and I loved it. I loved the visuals, I loved all the references, I loved the characters. I even thought that the voice acting was good, which is something I should probably mention, right? Chris Pratt as Mario. Haven't heard that about 1,000 times. But I remember being in school one day and watching the Nintendo Direct, and I got to see with my very own two eyes Chris Pratt as Mario being flashed on my screen, and I was like, oh, that's a really interesting choice. And I proceeded to lose more of my shit when when Jack Black as Bowser was announced as that was like one of the best Nintendo Directs ever for the most wrong reasons. So as more trailers came out, people were wondering what exactly would Chris Pratt Mario sounds like, and when the movie came out, I can firmly say, he sounds fine. Like, I wouldn't say that he's my preferred Mario. Like, I would have preferred someone who actually sounded a bit more like the games, like Charlie Day Luigi. Charlie Day Luigi doesn't sound exactly like Game Luigi, but he sounds enough like Game Luigi. With Chris Pratt Mario, he sounds like a bit like the Super Show? With Chris Pratt Mario, he sounds a bit like the Super Show version, which, a bit of a deep cut, but, like, there is a fair amount of Super Mario Bros. Super Show references in this movie, which I think was really fun. A lot of people like to cite this movie as reference slop, which, like, this movie does have, like, a lot of references in it. However, would I say that it's just references the movie? Not exactly. Does it have a bare, like, is its plot, like, the best thing in the world? Like, is its plot ambitious? No. Like, it is just a simple, fun movie that I can enjoy that has a lot of references in it. And, like, as a longtime Mario fan, I really enjoy it. And I feel like even if you're not a Mario fan, I feel like you're gonna get a kick out of it because, this is, like, a pretty funny movie, and this is, like, a good movie to just, like, put on the background and just chill. Like, you're going to enjoy the visuals, you're going to enjoy, like, the music, the music in this movie is really good. I take music in video game movies very seriously. It's one of my main gripes with the Sonic movies is that they don't really utilize the game music that much, and that really upsets me because Sonic 4 is probably going to be based around CD, my favorite Sonic soundtrack of all time, and I'm very afraid that the only soundtrack they're going to use is Sonic Boom, and like, come on. At least you Stardust Speedway, please, I beg of you. But with this movie, with the Mario movie, I feel like that it does use the Mario soundtrack to its fullest extent, bartering a few exceptions with the licensed soundtrack. Like, I don't know why they decided to put Take On Me in the middle of the Donkey Kong heart section. Like, why did you have to take Take On Me for that? I remember that there was also going to be a licensed music for the Superstar theme, that section, and I feel like that just would have killed the whole movie for me. Well, not the entire movie for me, like just that clip, because like I feel like the soundtrack really does like is one of the main carriers of that scene, along with the choreography of Mario and Luigi just bashing through enemies. Like, man, that is such a cool scene. I love the conclusion, I love the climax of the Mario Brothers movie, because, like, it's so cool. It is hype moments and aura, and I am there for it. Another thing about this movie is that, it does have a lot of flaws that I've noticed, that I've, grown, to acknowledge over the years. Like, I will defend this movie, however, I will acknowledge that it does have its fair share of problems. Firstly, the pacing. I do not think it's as bad as people say. Like, this movie is, like, scattershot and has, like, neck-breaking pacing. I feel like that its pacing is a little, like, mishmashed. Like, I feel like that it's not as, like, perfectly, like, it's not as paced as good as it should be. However, I do feel like that it has, like, a borderline healthy pace. Like, it goes from this location to this next location to this next location, and you're given time to actually, like, enjoy the locations that you're in. Like the graveyard location, the kingdom location, the jungle kingdom location, even Brooklyn you're able to enjoy. I feel like that it does have some pretty good pacing in that remark. Another thing, I've mentioned this, like, before, the references in this movie, like, if you're a Mario fan, you're going to catch that. Like, I'm pretty sure you can catch almost any reference that they throw your way. I don't feel like it's as in your face as some may say. Like, unlike in the Mario Galaxy movie, really is, like, damn near in your face. I will be talking about that movie, because that movie pisses me off to no end. But with this movie, I wouldn't say it's as reference sloppy. It more so just, like, adapts a lot from the games. Like, it doesn't really reference, like, it doesn't really reference outside media that much outside of, like, a few visual Easter eggs. Like, it's not as, not as apparent as Game & Watch taking down Bowser in the climax as a totally non-specific example. Yeah. Another flaw with the movie. I feel like there was a third flaw in the movie. Oh, right. One of the biggest flaws in the movie for me is that Luigi just, like, really does get sidelined in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, I feel like that is one of the main problems with this movie, and why this movie isn't really perfect for me anymore. It was perfect for me when it came out, but as time goes on, I was like, okay, maybe I was a bit too much on my high horse. I still love this movie with all my heart. However, I feel like if there is another Mario movie, they can improve on these aspects. Like, for example, give, like, some, like, key characters more screen time. Like Luigi. It's the Mario Brothers movie, and we mainly just see, like, Mario bounce around, and we see Luigi, like, get captured. Not to say that Luigi's screen time is wasted. I would say that any time Luigi is on screen, you're going to smile. I love Luigi in this movie. I love the performance that Charlie Day has on... I love the performance that Charlie Day performs for Luigi. It really does fit him. And, like, Jack Black as Bowser. You cannot go wrong with Jack Black as Bowser. It is literally like, I would say it's as perfect as a performance as I would go far as to say. Man, I wonder if my rambling really is as coherent as I think. But as I said before, Chris Pratt as Mario, I would say could be a little better. Anna Taylor-Joy as Peach. I mean, it's not really that remarkable, but at the same time, like, I would say that she does a pretty good job at Peach. Nothing outstanding. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad is funny. That's really all I have to say. And Seth Rogen gives one of the most forgettable Donkey Kong impressions that I have ever seen. However, there is the funniest line in the movie, "Your dad's right." That is never leaving my brain in any way, shape, or form. Like, I could probably tell you about the reception of its film, how critics don't really like it, how audiences really liked it, but, like, to be honest, I'm not really, like, keen on talking about that, since, like, I really just want to keep this to my own personal experience. Like, sure, like, we could talk about how it was, how it bombed critically on release, however, it made a lot of money in the box office, but, like, that's just something that's going to be discussed with almost any movie for the rest of time. Like, critics versus audience scores, I feel like that's just a pointless war, unless, like, it really does matter. No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't matter anytime. I wanted to come up with an example, but, like, I just blanked. I can't come up with any example of that. I just really enjoy this movie. I think this movie is a little overhated. I think it's more than a little overhated. Like, I still really enjoy this movie for what it is, and I also have a newfound appreciation for this movie because of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is probably the movie I'm going to be talking about next. Trust me, I have a lot to say about that movie. I had, like, a bunch of video scripts for that movie, but, like, I just kept on scrapping it because I just realized that I don't really do well with scripts, and I just, like, go, like, all of this is unscripted. All of this is just off the top of my head. So, yeah, now you know a little bit more about my video making process, and that, it's literally just, okay, so, I'm going to yap. Alright, so, I'm going to yap, and then I hope that people like it. And I really hope that you liked this video too, and if you made it to the end, thank you. And if you feel like liking and subscribing, then like and subscribe. Help me out here. Anyways, that should be about it. See you next time.